Breaking news, Chicago police are searching for a gunman who shot a 25-year-old woman on the city's south side. It happened just before 5 this evening at 82nd and Cottage Grove.
Weeks after a woman allegedly declined her neighbor's advances, a 45-year-old man opened fire on that same woman. But during the attack, he ended up hitting her daughter instead. Her 25-year-old daughter was hit in her head and leg standing on the sidewalk, while the neighbor was able to flee away. Rickisha King-Tiggs was 25 years old and lived in Chicago. Rickisha was described by friends and family as kind, loving, and honest. She was a very positive person, driven, and result-oriented. The smart young woman excelled in education and set many goals for herself. Although she was a very hard worker and started to spread her wings in the world, Rickisha was still extremely close to her family, especially her mother. And her mother is the center of the story today. According to reports, Rickisha's mother had been having some issues with one of the neighbors in their building. The neighbor, identified as 45-year-old Eugene Arnold III, would make derogatory comments towards her when he saw her. In a post by Rickisha's cousin, Titus Tiggs, with the permission of the mother. This all started in the beginning of October after Arnold allegedly made passes at her and she rejected him. Then, on October 4th, Arnold made another aggressive pass in which she declined that resulted in him becoming extremely disrespectful towards her. That day, she picked up a rock and tossed it at him, but it missed. He said Arnold had a case of alcohol, dropped the case, took out a bottle, and allegedly beat her with it. Police were called, reports were made, but no one was arrested. She said since that event, she tried everything in her power to avoid him. She began to use her back door. She even started to wait until he was in his own home before she went into their apartment building after work. Titus stated that she was contacting the police and the authorities constantly about her issues, but nothing. Unfortunately, the cries for help continued to be ignored, and on October 26, 2022, the day she needed officials the most, the attacks escalated to a point of no return.
Breaking news, Chicago police are searching for a gunman who shot a 25-year-old woman on the city's south side. It happened just before 5 this evening at 82nd and Cottage Grove. Police say the young woman was standing on the sidewalk when someone shot her in the head and in the leg.
According to Titus, just before 5 p.m. Wednesday, Rickisha and her mother were both leaving out to get in their cars. Arnold had spotted them in their alley as he was driving past in his van, waving a weapon. Once Rickisha's mother noticed him, she immediately called 911. According to Titus, the dispatcher answered the phone and told her a squad was dispatched and to call back in 10 minutes if no one shows. After about 5 minutes, she called again, only for the same dispatcher to tell her, quote unquote, "You just called, they coming." However, that call she was making was to alert them that he was getting close and riding towards them. As she was telling them these details on the phone, Arnold allegedly started shooting, hitting her daughter before fleeing. Once police arrived, Rickisha was taken to the University of Chicago Medical Center, but sadly, she later died from her injuries. But about 4 to 5 hours later, with the help from witnesses, police were able to locate and arrest Arnold Eugene III and take him into custody. Arnold was charged with first-degree murder and attempted murder. During his bond court, his public defender noted he joined the Marines in 1998 after graduating high school and was honorably discharged after an injury in basic training. Nonetheless, his bail was denied and his next court appearance will be at the end of this month. This story is extremely devastating. I will continue to keep her friends and family in my thoughts and prayers, especially her mother at this time. Too many innocent people. Let's stay aware and stay alert. Remember, these families have a long road to justice, and the rest is just the first step. You guys, let me know your thoughts and your opinions down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys dearly. And with that being said, don't forget to check on your loved ones.